Hey guys, what's up here? Another live game commentary. Today we are playing as Kindred. Kindred is actually a champion who is pretty bloody strong. She's actually been pretty strong since she was released. But I haven't done much Kindred content. I already have one out actually, but I haven't done too much because I've not really been too good at playing her. But I have been playing her a bit more recently. One sec. Go Shaddy, you can do it. Alright. Shad's just struggling to get behind the green screen and get on the bed. But you know, Kindred is I've been getting a bit better at playing Kindred because I've been playing her more, and so I just want to do a Kindred video because she's good, honestly. Now I do also want to say that if you guys like this video, and more specifically if you want to see a full-length guide on this champion, not just a commentary but a proper guide, do leave a comment, or more importantly leave a like on the video, because I'll be going through all the commentaries that I do and I'll be seeing who has the most likes, and I'll be using that to judge which full guide I should do for these champions. So if you really want to see a Kindred guide, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Now my runes masteries are AD reds, attack speed quints, armor yellows, and whatever blues you want, doesn't really matter honestly. And my masteries, I'm actually 12-18. I like to go Thunderlords on Kindred. You can go further as well, further is pretty good. But I like going Thunderlords because it's just more burst damage, and it's slightly stronger ganks, like a better early game. And also, it actually synergizes quite well with Thunderlords because it's a mechanic which works off of every third hit, which is exactly how your E works as well. Like you put your E on someone, and then after the third hit, you do massive damage to them. So it's kind of like a really nice synergy with your E. Now, at level 1, you want to get your W because it's just like the most kind of passive damage, like ambient damage, like just the most damage. I don't know why I'm trying to make that sound complicated, but you just want to get as much damage down as possible, and at level 1 that's your W. At level 2 you want to get your Q, so you can just spam it and jump around like this. Whenever your W is down, your Q cooldown is reduced from 8 seconds to 2 seconds, so you can just spam it like this. Oh my goodness, please forgive me, my voice is going. So it makes this is what Kindred's clearing. This is why Kindred's clearing. Sorry, it's just so effective. Is because she just jumps around and she's just like, yeah, really sorted. But it does take a lot of mana if you're spamming your Q. So if you've got blue buff, it's no problem. But if you don't have blue buff, it can be a problem. My spiral here, my stack, has actually spawned in the bottom river, which is a bit of a problem actually. I'm actually gonna just use all my abilities on this because I've got blue buff. And then I think we're going to go gank top lane, because I did see him, he's kind of low, and I think he warded the Tribush there. So I'm going to try and look to gank him, but I'm going to go up through the river. And I'm going to kill this Scuttle Crab here, because it gives me a lot of health. The lifesteal from my machete, sorry, plus the health you get back from actually killing the Scuttle Crab, and the passive. Alright, Aurelia mate, that's fine, you don't need me, that's perfectly fine. All adds up to a lot of health. You saw I was on pretty low health, and now I'm on actually really high health. So this is something you should do on Kindred as well, is using your Q to jump over walls. In that situation, it made zero difference whatsoever, but you know, it's just a cool thing to be doing in general. I'm actually going to go start these Krugs here, because I think smiting Krugs is better than smiting red buff, because the stun is really useful, and you actually save more health by stunning monsters than you get from the heal off of the red buff. So we're going to take away this red here. There's the third hit, boom. Third hit on Kindred is kind of what you want to be playing around when you are playing Kindred. I'm going to smite this anyway actually, because the third hit is where the massive burst damage comes from. You have good sustained damage with your Q and massive burst damage with your E. I'm actually going to go back top here, I think. I don't know, is he going to keep pushing? I am in a bit of a vulnerable position. He doesn't have Ignite though, so I guess I'm not that vulnerable. And if he shows back in lane, I'm going to move back to the top side and I'm going to try and kill him, because I'm assuming he doesn't have his summoners, because he just died to Aurelia. I don't know where he's gone though. Oh, there's Elise. Nothing going there. I'm just going to put a ward down. I don't know where he's gone. This is a bit surprising honestly. I could just recoil, I guess. I have no idea where he's gone. Where could he possibly have gone right here? He just got back to lane. I don't understand why he would be recoiling again, so that doesn't really make any sense to me, but whatever. So I'm going to go for the Skirmisher's Saber and a pink ward here. You always want to have at least one pink ward down. Well, you can only have one pink ward down, but you always want to make sure that you do have a pink ward down at any given time when you're jungling. Try that at least. Don't go overboard, because you will run out of money, especially if those wards are getting stomped a lot, but just try and have that pink ward down. Oh my goodness. It's bad when a Vayne lane is getting fed early, especially against Lucian. Lucian is such a strong laner. That really shouldn't happen. But I guess I can try and help that lane. See, that's the question. Do I help that bot lane or do I just try and snowball Aurelia? Oh. I could actually sit in this bush here and maybe try and catch... Actually, I'm not going to do that. I could try and do that, but if I do that, then LeBlanc will collapse on me because Twisted Fate isn't in lane yet. And also, I think LeBlanc is just a bit stronger than Twisted Fate right now anyway, just by their champion pick. So I'm going to kill this wolf camp here. And I'm not going to use too many Qs because, like I say, it does kill your mana a lot. And you don't really want to waste your mana. That's always bad because you want it for ganking. Like, if you're ganking, you're going to be using all your abilities as much as you can, just obviously so you can get the most efficient gank going. Alright, so here comes the roam top. So this Aurelia should be screwed, but she's going to pick up the kill, so that at least makes this a 1-for-1, which is good. But now I'm going to focus on this little spiral here. It looks like Elise might come around as well, but I think she's going to hold top mid first, sorry. So she probably won't see this coming. I guess I could smite this camp, but I'm probably not going to. We can actually trap her here. I don't know whether they... that's something I'm not sure about, whether or not they get vision. Like, whether they get notified that I've killed that camp. What the hell? I don't think you wanted to do that, mate. Let's just put my red smite here. Just go on this girl. Oh, there she is. He is so dead. Alright, I think the LeBlanc flashed there, so that's okay. Let's get out of here now. So we actually got 2 stacks here. We've got the chicken stack and then the Elise stack. I'm going to hold mid actually here. So this is why I always like to hunt the jungler when I start the game. There's 2 reasons for that actually. The first reason is that chances are the first kill you're going to get in this game, like chances are you're going to be killing the jungler, because Kindred is quite good in the early games, so hunting the jungler is not a bad idea. On top of that, I'm going to push this out because TF's going bot lane. On top of that, it also scares the junglers a lot. They tend to play a bit more passive because if you're hunting them, they feel like, you know, well, they literally have a target on their back, right? So they get nervous. They feel like, oh shit, you know, I'm being hunted. I could get in trouble here. I could be in a lot of trouble here, in fact. Now she's probably going to go for this scuttle crab here because she sees that it's marked and she sees that Twisted Fate is bot lane. But instead, I'm actually going to go up this way because this is also where Elise is most likely going to go, because she's going to try and help Jax. Now LeBlanc will most likely be here though, so we could be in a bit of trouble. Yeah, I don't think I can get that scuttle, honestly. That scuttle is probably already gone. I'm just going to recall. This is a bit risky pathing by Jax though. But yeah, so the biggest question that you want to answer next on Kindred is whether you go Devourer or Warrior Enchant. People are not that sure of which to get, and honestly it's a bit understandable. In Season 5 it was just undisputed you get Warrior Enchant because it gave you Armor Pen, which was really good on Kindred. But in Season 6, because Warrior doesn't give you that much, it doesn't give you any Armor Pen anymore, it's just AD. It's a different story. You can go Devourer if you want to. I still think Warrior's better just because I think I do still define Kindred as majority early game champion. But you can go Devourer, especially if you're against a very tanky team where you think you'll be going Devourer into Blazer and King. That is again another reason why Devourer isn't as popular right now, just because in general, generally speaking, Blazer and King is not that lucrative as an item, because it's just it got nerfed. It's just not that good anymore. It is okay, you know. I don't think I can get this Scuttle Crab. It is okay, but mostly only against very tanky targets. Now I would normally heavily prioritize these stacks in the jungle, but I'm not going to prioritize this one. And honestly, right now I'm not going to prioritize many of them at all unless they're in the topside jungle somewhere, because I know that we do not have control of our mid lane, and so it's just a very, very risky thing to go for. I flashed the distortion, might be able to get out of this. Oh my goodness, is that him? Okay, I honestly didn't think I'd get out of that, but we did it. Fantastic stuff. So we predict the distortion coming through, and we flash out of it so that doesn't go through, and then we use our W to give us a lower Q cooldown so we can just hop away faster, though I don't think that would have made any difference because I'm pretty sure we were okay anyway. Yeah, so that worked really well. We got the kill there. Excellent stuff. Now I actually do want to make a little point about this pink ward here. This pink ward in general is a really good spot to put a pink because it doesn't get stomped very often because people don't very frequently see this ward. They don't walk into this bush to see the pink. However, in this particular position, it's actually not that useful because it doesn't see the red buff, which is really what you want. You know, you want that vision of the red buff when you put the pink down there. Although, honestly, having said that as well, it still sees someone moving down the bottom side, which is, you know, see, it's still useful, but it's just not as useful as it could be, I guess. Now, because we see Elise bot side as well, this is what Vision is really good for. Vision doesn't just show you where people are, but it shows you where people aren't. So specifically, well, in this case, it did just show us where Elise was. But more importantly, we know right now that Elise is not topside. With Elise not being topside, it meant that I could go and potentially go for that dive there on the Ajax, because I know Aurelia is strong enough to dive him. But sadly, that was warded there, so we couldn't quite go for that. So I'm not gonna try and force that, because if he knows that I'm there, then he knows, you know, it's probably not a good idea. I'm just gonna smite this so LeBlanc can't steal it, and I'm gonna kill this pink, but stand really far away here. And if I do get in trouble, I'm gonna look to move topside. Now they're doing the dragon there, which is fine. Dragon, yeah, you know, it's, we would like to have the dragon, but it's really not a big deal. I don't think this guy, oh my goodness, my E ran out. Are you kidding? Shad, what are you doing, you bloody dumb dog? Alright, so there we go, we get him. Now we saw with his movements there that he was probably going to be heading around that side, so we're just going to sit in that bush and wait for him, and we get him. I'm actually going to help him push this wave out as well, because Jax being dead, if we can get these minions into the tower, we're going to deny these minions from Jax, and we actually may be able to get some good damage onto the tower here. Honestly, Aurelia should be staying right now, because Jax is dead, and these people all move bot side. We could probably get this tower as well, which would be a really good thing here. So she's staying, we're going to get a tower, which is, oh my goodness, this is going to be delicious. Oh, look at that. That's the second tier tower. That's something indeed. I guess I should have hunted actually the Jax there. This is something I'm actually quite bad at on Kindred, is I don't hunt people enough. It does take a little while to kind of charge the hunt, so to speak. So to actually get the hunt to go off, it does take a little time to load up. So you can't just click it as you're going to kill someone. But in general, I do want to, you know, yeah. Oh shit. Am I in trouble here? I fucking hate this champion. No! So stupid. Alright, so this is my thought process right here. My thought process right here was legit, but my execution was just dumb as hell. Okay, so what I was thinking is that, okay, if I stay in this area, then LeBlanc will just, like, even if I get the heal up from the Kindred ult, LeBlanc will just cast a spell and kill me. But so I was like, I have to get out of this area. But by getting out of the area, I also get out of the heal, which is also going to kill me. So honestly, I think in that position I may have been dead anyway. But either way, I was 100% dead if I don't stand in my own ultimate. I don't know why I did that. Honestly, it was a bit unfortunate. I walked through here, used my Q, and then LeBlanc came out of Fog of War. Slightly unlucky, but whatever. But just terrible game sense. Like, yeah, I don't know. Just pretend you didn't see that, guys. Just really pretend you didn't see that. So I'm going to kill the wolves here. Go help this guy with blue buff. And then I may go whole bot actually here, because Lucian is mid. I want to get the experience from this. Are you serious? Holy shit. God damn it. No, if I get this, yeah, that's your punishment. That's your punishment, mate. That's your punishment. My W got it. At least my W got it. No, it wasn't like I deliberately took it, but still. That's what you get for not being able to kill blue buff. Come on. Alright, so the iron builds I went for here is I went for the Hex Drinker into the Hunter's Potion. Now, the reason why I went Hex Drinker is quite self-explanatory. There's Elise and there's LeBlanc. Just those two people. Or, honestly, a LeBlanc by herself, sorry, is means by which to just take a Hexdrinker, right? Because she's just gonna like one-shot you anyway. But also Elise as well. Elise is actually really good versus Kindred. Like, as far as jungle counters go, I would argue that Elise is probably the best jungler against Kindred. Maybe Lee Sin, just because he can kick Kindred out of her ultimate. But even then, Kindred is just stronger than Elise. Kindred is stronger than Lee Sin, so shouldn't really have to worry too much in a 1v1 situation. But Elise, honestly, you can just kill Kindred. Like, Kindred can't burst an Elise, and Elise can burst Kindred. I don't know where I want to move here. I might just stay mid, actually. I kind of want to go top, though. Well, we see Elise is here. Do I want... Yeah, I want to stay around... I'm actually going to go top side. I'm going to smite the chickens here. Not the chickens, sorry, the wolves. To give this wolf spirit to Aurelia. Apparently this is warded, so I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to pop down my ult. I always think that it's better to use your ult. Better safe than sorry, honestly. I guess it's warded here, maybe? I don't know where that was warded. Because I did stomp a ward here. See, the fact that I stomped a ward right here, to me indicates that it wasn't warded in that general area. Because why would you stick a ward in that bush when there's already a ward like in the bush next to it? So I'm guessing that it's warded a little bit deeper there. Or she just got lucky and guessed I was there and ran into me. I'm not sure, honestly. Now, I've honestly been quite unfortunate with my stack spawns this game. The stacks have usually spawned on the opposite side of the map to me. The first stack spawned here when I was top side. Also, this it stacked here when I was top later on. It just spawned here again when I was again top side at my golems. The only one I managed to get was chickens, and even then it took me some time to get that. So I'm just going to take this. There we go. Honestly, when you're jungling as Kindred, you do want to be getting those stacks where you can. Now, I have been slacking on those stacks, but that is mostly because I haven't really felt safe to get them. You don't want to die to get a stack. That's generally speaking not worth it. So you do want to be, we didn't have a very strong mid laner compared to their mid laner. Our bot lane wasn't doing too well as well, so the stacks on the bot side weren't really up for it. But generally speaking, if you're against a strong early game jungler, then you need to make sure that you are stronger than them, or that you're opportunistic, and more importantly, that your mid laner is stronger than their mid laner. Because if you invade, the first person to react to that is their mid. And if your mid isn't in a good enough position to contest, I guess, then you're just going to get collapsed on and you're just going to die. Now what I'm actually going to do here is, I don't know what's going on this game, honestly, but something funky is happening. So I should be pushing this inhibitor, but we've already got it for some reason. And I really don't want to... Are we just going to end this game? Like, legit? So LeBlanc is recalling... No, she's going to keep pushing. So I'm going to get this stack here, because like I said, stacks are really important. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go and take this dragon. Now, I probably should be recalling and defending a tower, but this is just a really weird game. Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. Weird stuff is happening. But I want to just display Kindred's ability to solo dragon. Honestly, she can do this from like level 7 onwards, maybe even level 5 onwards, honestly, if she's got smite up, and maybe a tiny bit of help. But she's just really, really good at taking away this dragon. Like, whoa. That scared the crap out of me. Like, really good at taking it. So you do want to prioritize that objective when you are playing Kindred. She's really good at getting those objectives. So I'm going to go ahead, recall here, and I'm going to buy boots. And I'm going to go for Swifties here, because Swifties are, like, you can move. They're like the Moby boots of the jungle. You can go Berserker Greaves, but apart from that, I'd only recommend Merc Treads. But I just think Swifties are best overall on her. And what I'm going to go for, actually, is I'm going to go for a... Yeah, I'm going to keep the wards. I could go Sweeper, actually, I don't know. Yeah, but I'm going to go for the Rapid Fire Cannon. Rapid Fire Cannon is actually really good on Kindred. It allows you to... Well, it's just a nice... Honestly, it's just a really good AD item overall. Like, item... It doesn't actually give you any AD, but items for AD carries. It's actually really good. And Kindred, she's a jungler, but she's an AD carry, so... I'm actually going to move up here and go towards the top side. I could try and go for this Vayne. She's 1 and 4, but she's probably stronger than me. Maybe, at least. Oh, this is where I was spotted before, I think, was this bush here. So yeah, never underestimate people like Vayne, people who are really good duelists. Never underestimate those champions, because in general they will just kill you. Like, it doesn't matter what their score is. If they've got decent farm, then generally speaking, unless you can burst them, they can 1v1 you. And Kindred, I could maybe burst, but maybe not as well. What? That, she QW'd me and potted my Hex Drinker and nearly killed me? Really? Almost one shot. For real. I honestly did not expect that at all. Genuinely did not expect that at all. Genuinely did not expect that. Genuinely, I know I've underestimated her damage before, but this is why I hate playing versus LeBlanc, because I can never be certain of just how much damage they have, you know. That was foul. That was really foul. The Hex Drinker shield probably saved me. Can you imagine if I died to a QW like that? There must have been another spell there. There must have been something else, because I can't imagine that. I cannot imagine that. Holy shit. Alright. So let's try and spend some more time with our team here, because we're not really doing anything with our team right now. I haven't mentioned why I got the Hunter's Potion, but it's mostly just so I don't have to use too much mana when I'm playing. I don't have my ult, which makes hunting this Vayne a little risky here. But as long as I don't line up against the wall, yeah, I guess she didn't even. I caught her by surprise there. I should have hunted her actually. I might actually be able to kill. She just used her W, so I'm guessing that's not going to be able to kill me here. Alright, that was really close. That was really close. But still, Kindred, you know, if I had my ultimate up, that wouldn't have been as risky, I guess. But especially when you've got the red smite, your 1v1s are really, really good. And in general, just when you're playing against anyone, really, any champion who uses abilities or relies on abilities for their, you know, for their damage, for their, you know, ability to kill you, just wait until they've used an ability before you go in. Like if LeBlanc hadn't used her W to clear, I probably wouldn't have gone in on her, because she probably still would have had the potential to kill me. I'm just going to stick with it. I should have placed my pink ward, honestly. I'm an idiot for not doing that, but it's alright. I'm going to go for the Maw Mortius next. I don't like rushing Maw Mortius. I like rushing Hex Drinker, but not rushing the Maw. Maw is a really good second or third item, so I'm not going to get it like straight away. I do have the War Enchant, so I'll probably get it after. I'll probably get it now, but yeah. Generally speaking, I don't know. It's just not a great item for you to just like have too early on into the game. Alright, so we're going to get this, like I said, Kindred is really good at taking objectives, so you can look to do a Baron or whatever it is you want to do, whenever you want to do it, really. I've chose to keep the Elise as my mark here, because I figured that Elise would probably be the champion I would be fighting next, just because, you know, it's the jungler and we'll be looking to go for an objective. But as it turns out, for some reason, I'm not fighting Elise anymore. For some, like, yeah, I don't understand why, but Elise has decided to not want to fight me. Did I dodge that? No. Is that red buff going to kill Soraka? No. Alright, well that's pretty ugly. Can she do it? So the idea here is to jump out. You want to kind of sit in your ultimate, but then jump away from someone as soon as the ultimate, because the ultimate heals everyone inside. So you want to get the heal, but then as the heal goes through, you want to go as far away from the enemy as possible. Wow, that was a really good play. Holy shit. I guess I should have tried to kill Soraka there. Actually, that was kind of close. I could have flashed. I could have flashed for the Elise as well. Whatever. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Let's keep the 100 stacks going. Hep. Ooh, okay. That was a little unkind. I think we Gucci. I'm gonna go ahead and take this Grump here. Grump, sorry, not Grump. One of my friends always says Grump when she means Grump. I didn't get it though. I did not get it, but it's okay. I guess that's quite deep in the enemy jungle. This is a problem playing Kindred, is that when there are spirals, like when your marks come up, you're not the only one who sees them. The enemies see them as well, so they kind of know where you're gonna be around, and they can your moves can be quite telegraphed. I didn't have my smite up either for that Gromp there. I mean, Lucian could have done a few hits over the wall and we would have got it, but he probably wasn't paying attention. And honestly, it's not his fault. You know, you don't really expect this. That's one of those things where maybe if you're on TeamSpeak, you're like, yo, can you help me with this Gromp? And he helps you. But if you're not on TeamSpeak, then they don't help you, and that's perfectly fine. I'm gonna go hold this bot wave and then look to do the dragon, and we should be. Kindred is one of those champions who does, I would argue she does fall off, but she's still useful later on because she's like an AD carry. Like, she's not bad in the late game by any means, so she just plays a lot differently, and you have to be quite careful with how you do things. So I'm going to go for the dragon here. Excuse me. And then we'll just look to push mid, like, yeah. Right, well, there's only one more objective for us to get in this game, and that's Baron. Well, I guess it's more than one. But that's Baron and the mid inhibitor. So we should group to get the mid, but at the same time we like that's an emphasis right there, you know, emphasis on the word group. If we're just by ourselves, then these fights suddenly become very ugly. I want to get that. No. All right, let's push in here. So we got the pick. Vayne's also dead. Should keep moving here. I also am quite happy that Aurelia was able to really carry this game, because I got her ahead fairly well. I killed her top laner like twice, so and I helped her push down 2 towers, which allowed her to roam as well. So that is always something that's quite good. If you can get towers for laners, like if you have laners that are ahead and you can help them get their towers down, then they can then go and roam quite easily without losing too much. They don't have to stay in lane as much. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that Kindred gameplay, guys. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. You can write in the comments, you know, people who you want to see next. You can do whatever you want to do, really, guys. Just most importantly, thanks a lot for watching. So yeah, you can find me on Facebook and Twitter, and catch me streaming on Twitch as well. All those things are in the description, guys. Most importantly, thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful, amazing, great day, and I will see you in my next video.